Hey, what's up, guys? This is Courtney with BlackDadChronicles.com. Check out my blog, www.blackdadchronicles.com, for it's just my story on in blog form. So, without any further ado, here are my pickups for Wednesday, July 20th, 2016. So, as you see here, I bought a plethora of books, two different than what I normally buy. I got one Marvel book and one from Joe Books Ltd. Kind of a special one. Actually, when I saw it, when I walked in Comic City today, it was just like, oh man, I had to have it. So anyway, get started on the video. I bought a total of 12 books today. 3 of them for my kids, so I'm only going to be showing you 10, because this Invincible Iron Man #1 is what my son picked out. I don't know where my daughter's books are. They didn't necessarily give them to me when they came in the house. So my son's been having some trouble, looking for comics, just because, he sees me collecting the #1s from all the DC Rebirth titles, and he wants to start somewhere at #1, but every time we go, he's like, "Oh, Dad, you're getting the ones that I want. What am I gonna get?" And I always tell him, "Well, son, you get those after I finish reading them," which he does. I give my kids my comic books after I finish reading them, just so they can read them, enjoy them, get used to the notion of collecting #1. So that being said, he got Invincible Iron Man #1 today. He was actually kind of talked into it by another guy that was in the store, who told him how he just got finished reading. I don't know which one he said he just got finished reading, but he told him, like, this is a good start if he wanted to go #1. My son is also really into Star Wars, so I was trying to get him to grab Han Solo #1, because they had that. But he just didn't seem like he was into the Star Wars comics. So he got the Invincible Iron Man #1. So I am looking forward to reading that once he finishes reading it. Just because I follow Iron Man simply because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think Tony Stark's dope, and every time I think of Tony Stark, I think of Robert Downey Jr. So, that's what it is. So that's a brief look at Invincible Iron Man #1. So on to the titles that I got today. So, sorry guys, I almost dropped my camera. I swear I got to get a mount. My phone case isn't like slippery, but sometimes because my phone is so thin, it kind of slips in between my hands. So I decided this week I'm going with a different format for my videos. I'm just gonna get pretty much straight to showing you guys the videos. I mean, not the videos, the comics, and just go from there and see how long it takes. Just because editing these videos on my phone, because I don't have crazy editing software. I just use my phone. I edit all my videos on my phone with an app called Power Director, and it's pretty good for what it does. So without further ado, so the titles I got: Justice League #1. So I would have to say Justice League Rebirth was probably the one title that I really didn't like. I just thought it was kind of bland. It just seemed like, it was just an introduction to the Justice League. But to me, it just, felt kind of bland. It just was, that's the only way I could describe it. So I want to see where they go from here with the Justice League. So there you see on the cover, they got Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, the DC Trinity, followed up with Flash, who is my personal favorite. Aquaman, Cyborg, and the two new Green Lanterns, Jessica Cruz and Simon Bass. So that is, and I love the little accent on the new Batman suit, how he has almost like the 1960s costume with the gray. You see his cape has some purple on the underside, but he has the little yellow accent around the bat, symbol on his chest. So I really dig that. I really like I like the costume design for all of these. I really like the Flash, how it looks like he has these lightning bolt accents on his costume. Cyborg looks the same. Aquaman, nothing has changed. I actually like how once they released the Justice League concept art for the movie, I really like how they're gonna have Aquaman in the movie. I wish that would kind of translate more towards the comic page, but I understand Aquaman has like a very iconic look. So I don't like Simon Baz's mask, but if you know anything about Green Lantern, you know that the ring, puts the costume, creates the costume. It's not like it's a construct, but the ring creates the costume pretty much. And it follows the based on the wearer's personality. So that's number one, Justice League number one. Up next, we got Green Arrow number 3. I really like number 2. Oliver Queen is a quote unquote dead. And I also like the fact that Diggle appeared in number 2, even though Diggle is a TV show character. They actually brought him on the show for the New 52 Green Arrow. So we have Green Arrow number 3, and this video is going to be kind of short just because it's so late. Right now it is like 1:45 in the morning. I'm tired. Sorry about not bringing you guys a video last week. I actually did record one, but last Wednesday was my daughter's 6th birthday, and she pretty much wanted all the attention on her, so I didn't get a chance to edit it or anything. And it's just, I started a new job a couple weeks ago, so just getting up to speed with the new job. It's kind of, taking some time. I also had a little a private dinner that I did this past Saturday for my cousin and his wife. Sorry about that. So I was kind of busy this weekend. I didn't really have time to edit it. So like I said, I did record a video. You guys will probably never see it. But no, that's not true. Because I actually did pick up some cool books last week. I still have stuff to read from 3 weeks ago. So I got like a stack of comic books, probably like this thick, that I need to go through, including this week's. All right, so here you go with Aquaman number 3. Kind of a shock to see Black Manta on the cover because we know that he was defeated last week. So I haven't been able to find this Colonel Corpse. I actually was looking for it just because, I don't know, just seeing something, goofy, and it's by DC Comics. So just to pick it up to see how it was, pretty much. Forgive the yawn. All right, so there is Aquaman number 3. Next, Superman number 3. There you see Clark, old Clark, who is actually new Clark, and his son John, who has Superman's powers, but he's also, he's half human, half Kryptonian. So end of last week, he actually fell off a tree branch, got a concussion. He also scraped his knee. So in the issue, Lois and Superman were trying to we're trying to figure out what they can do, because even though he has Clark's powers, he still he gets hurt just like any normal boy his age would, falling, getting scrapes and stuff like that. So, oh wow, our first look at the Eradicator. You guys remember him from Death of Superman? You know, the fourth Superman showed up after Superman died, and this is the actual Superman that died. It's a long story of why he's, you know, the current Superman, but I actually did explain that like 2 videos ago. So, yeah, I kind of spoiled myself. I didn't really want to look at that one yet. So, you know, here he is. And he actually looks kind of, like his skin looks kind of grayish, which is odd. So I'm really interested in, you know, seeing why he showed up, because this guy didn't, you know, hasn't shown up yet, but it looks like he'll be in Supergirl, you know, which comes out in September. So here we have Superman number 3. On to Green Lanterns, Lanterns with an S. There you see Jessica Cruz and Simon Bass with their shared power battery. I'll give you guys a glimpse inside of this one. I kind of like the Red Lantern aspect of this book, and wow, looking right there, you see Simon Baz has been infected with rage, which I'm not surprised, because he does have a lot of, you know, if you read his backstory, he actually has a lot of stuff to be angry about. You know, I guess kind of like Guy Gardner almost, because Guy Gardner was a Red Lantern for a time in the New 52 universe. So, you know, just a glimpse of Green Lanterns. Now, the book that I've been waiting for, Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. So, there you see Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. You see Black Canary, and you see the Huntress. I really like Huntress's new outfit, by the way. Pretty snazzy. Doesn't look like, you know, the purple, you know, little purple jumpsuit that she had, which was fine. The classic Huntress look. I wonder if, you know, if this is going to kind of semi sort of tie into Green Arrow, because Black Canary is being kind of featured heavy in the new Green Arrow. Sorry for the young guys. I told you it's late. So here's just a couple pages through. Right there, boom. I didn't know this was coming out today. See Hellblazer Rebirth. You know, Hellblazer that's John Constantine on the front. I didn't know this was coming out this week, and I actually wasn't going to get it just because I've never read Constantine comic books. I remember the Keanu Reeves movie, which I actually thought wasn't bad. You know, there was a lot of love for the Constantine show that was on NBC last year and got canceled. And I did like, you know, I watched a couple of episodes of it, and it was a cool show. And I actually really liked his appearance on Arrow this past season. So I'll have to get y'all, you know, get back with y'all to give y'all kind of like a backstory on Constantine. But if you're, you know, kind of like a DC fan, you kind of know DC/Image, you know who Constantine is, you know his background. So there you go. There's that ridiculous, you know, DC Trinity Doomsday Snickers commercial. So boom. So then we have Batman number 3. I like the cover of that. I thought Batman number 2 ended, you know, kind of weird with the whole Court of Owls panels. You know, ended kind of weird to me. But I did like the story. The story kind of, you know, was a freak out. I'm hoping we get some more background between these two, Gotham and Gotham Girl, because they, you know, just show up, and it's revealed in the last episode that they have, you know, X-ray vision and stuff like that, super strength, they can fly, all that, just like Superman. So that is Batman number 3. And now to the special book that I got this week, Darkwing Duck number 1. I don't know what drew me to this book, other than the fact that I, you know, was a fan of, you know, Huey, Dewey, and Louie cartoon when I was growing up. You know, the whole DuckTales, you know, thing. You know, Darkwing, Launchpad. I think it was Robo Duck, or, well, you know, I remember Launchpad became a superhero with the little, you know, I guess Iron Duck suit or whatever. So got some pictures of Darkwing Duck number 1. Speaking of Launchpad McQuack, there he is right there. And I know that's not Goofy, but I forgot his name. There's Darkwing right there, or DW, that they call him. So there you go. Oh, got some wow, some nice shots of the entire family. To me, most of them look like chickens and not ducks. But anyway, I guess that's neither here nor there. Alright guys, so let's bring back in everything else I got. So like I said, I don't have the books that my daughter, that I got my daughters this week, just because they didn't give them to me. So, but a couple weeks ago, my daughter did get an interesting little comic book called Ghost. And it's not like a comic book like these. It's just like a little picture book. Well, it's like a comic, you know, trade. But, you know, she actually got it for free from Comic City. Shout out to Comic City in Pontiac, Michigan. But anyway, that's it, guys, for the video. I told y'all I got that special video coming up for y'all. But it's just been kind of hard for me to push stuff out lately, just because, you know, the last couple weeks I've been super busy. So be on the lookout for this video Thursday, at some point. Thursday, July 21st at some point. All right. Peace and love, y'all.